Happy morning, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. We will start shortly. Welcome to SCBD Toastmaster Club contest. And thank you for joining us in this hybrid event, both in offline and also online. I will have announcement shortly. And for offline, maybe you want to move near to the stage. Come over here. Thank you for your cooperation. And for the online, please rename yourself in the full name if you are audience and also guest. We currently in the main contest room. During the contest categorized, except for contestant and relevant role player, such as timer and also contest Toastmaster, kindly turn off your mic and also your webcam is to ensure the contest can view the timer video. And for audience, you are not allowed to leave and enter the Zoom room while the contests are speaking. If you have to leave the room or come back in the room, you may do so during the 1 minute interval between the contest bits. And for those in the offline, please also do not leave the contest. If you want to go to toilet, please do in the interval. And also please mute your phone during the speech and also pay the attention for the contestant. Thank you for your cooperation. And for the contestant, your phone will collect it by our contestant chat shortly, only for the contestant only. And recording is allowed when you get the approval in advance from the contestant and contestant child. So the contest will be recorded and the recording will be shared with the club president after contest. If you want to ask the video, you may ask the club president after that. And please also lower your voice both in the online and also offline during the contest. You will be for the online, you will be mute in the short while. You will not be able to unmute yourself without the permission. That's all from me. Now let's welcome to our contest child for this event, Toastmaster Hani. Over to you.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you for our SAA. I'm Hani. I will be the contest chair in this SCBD Toastmasters Club contest. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, contestants, and honorable judges, as well as the dignitaries we have joined us today in this timely event. The club speech contests are one of the highlights of the division calendar, and we are thrilled that we are about to begin to the club contest. Thanks for technology and the commitment for our role takers and contestants. Remove all the equation and this contest would not be possible. This morning, we will have speech contest in 4 categories: international speech contest, table topic contest, evaluation contest, and pidato dipersiapkan. When it comes to the contestant eligibility, the contestant must be a member in a good standing of the club, area, division, district in which he or she is competing. For international speech contestants, they must already exam certificates of completion in level 1 and 2 of any path within the Toastmasters Pathway Learning Experience. Meanwhile, the following are ineligible to compete in any Toastmasters speech contest: incumbent international officer and directors, region advisor or region advisor applicants, district officers whose terms expire June 30, 2024, international office and director candidates, immediate past district directors, district officers or candidates for elected positions for the term beginning the upcoming July 1st. A member serving as a chief judge, voting judge, or tie-breaking judge beyond the club level for a contest in which the member is still competing or intends to compete. Now I would like to introduce our role takers for today's contest. Our chief judge is Toastmaster Alvin Abrar, timer Toastmaster Karina and Toastmaster Yanta, our telecounter Toastmaster Faustin and Toastmaster Gusti, our Zoom host as a AA First Online, Toastmaster Nabila. Our SAA offline and online include Toastmaster Wina, Toastmaster Apri, and Toastmaster Raihan. And our contest Toastmaster, Toastmaster Hani. I will guide us throughout the whole session. Before I hand her over to our contest Toastmaster, wish luck to the best of luck and hopefully all us can learn something from this momentous event. And happy morning, everyone. Please allow me a few moments to share some important rules before we begin. Protests are limited to eligibility, originality, and reference to another contestant's speech before the contest being adjourned. Only chief judge, voting judge, tie-breaking judge, and or contestants can file a protest. Protests may be made to the chief judge or contest chair through WhatsApp once the winner has been declared. All decisions are final and protests will not be entertained under any circumstance. Recording of sessions. Our Zoom will record the session. No other recording of speeches or picture taking is permitted without permission to our contest chair, SAA, and contestants. The technical issue connected problem. If you are disconnected during the delivery of your speech, the contest chair will pause the contest until technology issue is resolved. The contest will resume their speech at the point at which the technology failed and will be resolved. And with this extra will be given only twice to attempt the Zoom room. More than twice, then we'll move to the next contestant. Any contestant who is disconnected and faces and delayed in reconnected must contact the contest chair by posting in the WhatsApp group set up for this contest. We will allow a reasonable amount of time for the contestant to reconnect. Speech timing. If their timer loses partway during the contest, this also means the affected contestant receives an extra 30 seconds. We will now begin in international speech contest. Zoom hosts have all international speech contestants join the meeting room and include Zoom of SAA offline. Please reply yes.
Yes.
Toastmaster Nabila, are you there?
Yes, I'm
And how
here.
about SAA offline? Already joined in the room? Thank you. And
Pardon, Master Hani, Toastmaster Anam couldn't make it to
contest.
Not able to join offline.
Cannot join online or offline.
Thank you for comprehending. And for Chief Judge, can you please confirm the judge have been briefed and are today to go?
Yes, judges have been briefed and ready to go.
Thank you. And me as a contest chair and have all the contestants have briefed and ready to go. I have briefed all the contestants of the rules of the contest and have confirmed that all contestants are eligible to participate in this contest. Timing for international speech contest is 5 until 7 minutes. The timer will display a green virtual background at 5 minutes and yellow virtual background at 6 minutes, red virtual background at 7 minutes. Contestant will be disqualified if they speak less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes 30 seconds. Judges will not take timing into consideration when determining their scoring. We will observe 1 minute of silence after the completion of each speech for the judges to fill their ballots. During this 1 minute of silence, the next contestant to speak should prepare to enter main contest room. At the end of the contest, are to remain silent until the ballot counters have collected judges' ballot sheets. Announcement of the contest winner is final, unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which case the chief judge, ballot counters, or timers are permitted to immediately interrupt the correct of the error. 6 people are participating in this. 5 people are participating in this contest. The speaking order for the international speech contest was determined earlier by having our contestant draw pole position. The speaking order for international speech contest will be the first contestant number 1 is Toastmaster Andika Sumarsono. Contestant number 2, Eko Libone. Contestant number 3, Adrian Eka Febrianto. Contestant number 4, Dona Nadira. And contestant number 6, Dede Nur Alia. Chief Judge has confirmed that all judges have been briefed and are qualified to judge this contest. There is a secret tie-breaking judge known only to the Chief Judge. Contestant number 1, you may now begin to ask the question and come here to the stage or check for video and sound check. And I would please to welcome to the stage Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Please help me welcome contestant number 1, Andika Sumarsono, the right rules. The right rules, Andika Sumarsono.
Did you know what is the most popular movie during Christmas in Indonesia? Can someone guess?
Home Alone.
Exactly. The first Home Alone movie was released when I was in elementary school. In the same year, my father went to the United States for a 2-week business trip. And when he returned home, I was happy. I ran to him, I hugged him, and I whispered to his ears. Did you know what I whispered to him? Is it, "Welcome home, father"? No. Is it, "I miss you so much"? No. What I said, "Did you bring a gift for me?" Then my father asked whether I missed him. And I said, "I miss you, father, but I will miss you more if you bring me a gift." With a cute smile. Trust me, I was cute at that time. And then my father smiled. He reached out to the luggage and brought me a gift. It was blue, long, foldable ruler. It was quite fancy for an elementary school at that time. For a movie lover like me, I thought it was a clapperboard. For those of you who don't know clapperboard, it was a tool to make a movie. When we say action, I was so happy, and I brought that gift to the school. I showed it to every of my friends. Maybe right now that was a cringe moment for me because every time, hey Donna, action, hey Yanta, action. So that was what I was doing. And later on, I was so happy with my teacher's assignment. It was making paper cube. So I knew that I would extensively use this clapperboard ruler to do my assignment. When I got home, I used the ruler very happily, and it was great. The assignment was make a cube with an edge which length is 10.5 centimeter, right? So I drew very carefully and I cut the paperboard and I was satisfied with the result. I was so happy that I dreamed in the night. I said, my friends gonna admire me. And then the next day, I came to my teacher when I want to submit the cube, and he was surprised. This is wrong, Anika. I said, how come it was wrong? This is a very beautiful cube. And then he asked me, did you see the difference between your cube and the others? And then I was astonished. It turned out that my cube is much bigger than the rest of the cubes. And I found out that I used the inches measurement instead of the centimeters. Use this ruler. I just used the normal ruler, which only had centimeter measurement. Because I just did a wrong assignment. I hate this ruler. And then my parents came to me. Actually, Anita, you just need to use the right measurement because you have the right ruler. As an elementary school student, I didn't know what it means. I just got mad. But 16 years later, I suffered from quarter-life crisis. I had mental health issue. Why? Because I compared myself to my friends who I deemed very successful. They had a stable job. They had their first house. They started to grow a family. And I was not happy. I didn't have any stable job, nor the stable income, and I was single at that time. Somehow, in the middle of the night, I remembered that moment when my parents called me and said, you just need to set the right measurement because you have already had the right rule. And then I looked back. Why would I envy my friends? They had a stable job. Actually, I didn't envy the job, but what I need is the contribution. I want to contribute something that is related to my expertise. And then when I see my friends have their own family, actually what I envy is the companionship. Was I ready to bring a family at that time? No. But I do need people for the companionship. And then also, when I saw my friends had a huge investment, actually, I didn't envy the money. I envy the freedom to do anything. So if you can see there, the freedom and then the companionship, those are the ruler. Actually, those are the ruler that we have to use for creating our happiness. For the measurement itself, it depends on our dream. So all of us must dream of happiness, right? So we have the ruler, and we just need to set the right measurement. So that everyone, we've already had the right ruler. Back to you on this check.
May we have 1 minute of silence while judges mark their ballots. Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Contestant number 2. You may now begin to ask the question for video or in offline to sound check. Please allow me to call your name. Contestant number 2, Eko Lin Ibone. Are you there? You still mute? Can you see the timer?
It's not available.
Can you speak now? Please speak now. Can you speak?
Recording in progress.
Can you speak now?
We cannot hear you, Evan. Maybe change your.
Sorry, Ipone.
Maybe don't use your headphone, Yvonne. Use your own laptop.
How about can you just do your own?
How about now? Hello? Give me.
Can you speak now? Can you speak now? Please speak. Check audibility. Test. Please speak now. How about now? Can you speak?
This year, should we allow Professor Ivan to try and re-enter the Zoom?
Yes.
Re-enter the Zoom?
Oh, re-enter. Oh, yes. Toastmaster Ivan. How about you leave the Zoom? How about you leave the Zoom and join again? Re-enter. Please speak now. How about Toastmaster Ivan, how about you leave and then join again? Test. Hai Toastmaster Ivan. Halo Toastmaster Ivan. Can you speak now? How about now? Please speak. We need to hear your voice to check audibility. Hello, Toastmaster Ivan. Toastmaster Ivan. Toastmaster Ivan. Okay. Since Toastmaster Ivan cannot connect, and while she wait the audibility, how about I will move to the next contestant, and then Toastmaster Ivone will re-enter at the end after the last contestant. So I will start begin to the next question for video or offline sound to sound check. Please welcome our next contestant is Toastmaster Adrian Eka Febrianto. You may come to the stage. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see it. May I also check if my audio could be heard from the online participants? Hello, maybe SAA from online, can you hear me?
Please answer yes if you can hear the correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Please help me welcome contestant number 2, Adrian Eka Febrianto. Single day Adrian Eka Febrianto.
Nerve-wracking and impactful. That's how it summarized my holiday last month. It was so profound that it happened on the Christmas Eve. That day made me realize how we should appreciate our time in a single day. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. Christmas Eve. You may imagine the road that once smooth when I drove to my hometown is now filled with frustration in the air, with series of horns along the way. Tin tin! 18 hours. I've been driving to my hometown in Yogyakarta. It was I was so sluggish. It's just, you may imagine the weariness, the sore neck that I had when I arrived at my second home. And when we arrived as a family at my second home, I just unpacked whatever it had on my car, just unpack it somewhere and open the floor mat and finding the pillow and finally I slept like a log until noon. Christmas Eve. It was the day that we have planned to come together with relatives, to come together in the evening to my uncle's house. We have come together from various places who is rarely seen each other because of time, schedule, business. We just decided to come together in that Christmas Eve. You may imagine the vibrant vibe that we had on my uncle's house. We're playing game together. We have a blast. And just like a symphony of clinking glasses, accentuate the heartfelt conversation that we had at the night. And then my cousin and her husband excused themselves to come back to her husband's house for a little bit while and asked me, "Hey Adrian, would you mind to come back with us and we'll back to here a little bit?" Me, eating cookies, like a Christmas cookies. Sure, yeah, why not? What I had thought on that time, it was, okay, I could bring back more cookies, more food when we back to my uncle's house. And then I come into the car, sit, the first question that I asked, is there any recommended food stores around here? And the conversation goes while we come through until we arrive at my distant relative's house. I open the door and suddenly I felt this different air that I felt when I was in my uncle's house. I opened the room and I saw a frail looking elderly guy laying on his bed. He is so withered, just like his skin stretched over the skin. It's skinnier than me actually. He's been fighting over this ill that have been gravely ill for a month. Looking like that. Each breath that he took seems so much effort, like it echoed with the silent night. Surrounding him was his family members. Their presence was like this comforting shield against inevitably declining health. Their hands hold him, just like assuring that we are with you at the moment. I was taken aback. I come into the corner of the room thinking, well, how could this man withstand all of this for a month? How could the environment there, it's so warm, all of the family members getting together to support him. And then when we come back, I come across this book. It's written by Carl Sagan, an astronomer, Pulitzer-winning author. It's called Cosmos. He said that in the book. Human beings is like a butterfly who flutters for a day and thinking it's forever. Except it's not. From the perspective of the universe, our life must be so brief. This is like 10% Second, and we cannot wait for others to write our story because we don't have forever. We need to write our own story. And what would you write in your single day? My holiday trip must be so trivial compared to what this man going through for a month. But we are working so hard. Like I'm working so hard in that day to meet my relatives. 18 hours, I'm working so hard until I felt so empty. I'm running on empty, and then so that I want to go to sleep. Like this man, fighting each day just to have this communication with his dearest family. So, my fellow Toastmaster, dear friends, what would you do in a single day? Do you imagine?
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? And timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up. Thank you. Contestant number 3, you may now begin to ask the question for video and sound check, and I will call. The next is Toastmaster Donna Nadira. Please welcome to the stage. You can check the audibility and visibility to the video first.
Am I visible to everyone online?
Please confirm in online.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can. May I ask whether I'm audible online? Am I audible online?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you are.
May I drag this table?
Okay. Donna Nadira. Leonardo the Dirt. Leonardo the Dirt. Donna Nadira.
When I was a little bit younger, I committed a major crime to my parents. What was her name? It was the early 2000s. Neon jackets and jeans, glossy lipstick, you know the whole deal. It was the era of my first love, Leonardo DiCaprio. So handsome. In his early 20s, Leonardo has a little bit of a snaggletooth. What's a snaggletooth, you ask me? A snaggletooth is when one or a few of your teeth pop out, like this. To some people, it can make you look very cute. One day, my mother was checking herself out. in the mirror. Be like, she said, Donna, I think my teeth are a little bit crooked. So I came along and checked myself out too in the mirror. Be like, you know what? I think mine too. The next day, we went to the shopping mall. There was a magazine stand, and Leo was on one of the covers. So my mom took that magazine and said, you know, something's different about Leo. Ah, his smile is different. Looks kind of nice. She put it back, and I rushed to take it. I said, oh my God, the snaggletooth is gone. The title says, Leonardo and his miraculous smile. The subtitle says, thanks to the miracle of modern braces. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. My parents are absolute naturalists and magicians. They say, get married, but don't date. Work hard, but don't stay late. Have a miraculous smile, but don't wear braces. Oh, mother, watch as I follow Leonardo's smile, wearing braces. So that day, I decided I am going to give the biggest proposal of my life till then. I have done all the research that I could get from all the bad medical articles on the internet. And all of them said one thing and one thing only that could get me to Leonardo's smile. Braces. So I told my mom that I have this big and dangerous and impossible idea. I said, Mom, can I get braces? War broke out. You don't need braces. What if you get cavities? You don't need braces. What if your teeth never stop moving? You don't need braces. What if your teeth fall out? Oh, for the first time in my life, I did not listen to any of that fear-mongering. I marched to the dentist's office and I sloshed a month's worth of money. I got my dental x-ray, I got my braces fitted, I got everything set up, feeling good. And I come home, crying, swollen, and unable to talk. For 2 weeks, I could only eat rice porridge with chicken and carrots like a baby. I never understood why my parents think that way. Get married, but don't date. Work hard, but don't stay late. Have a miraculous smile, but don't wear braces. Why is it that they want the impossible? It took me a while, but I finally put 2 and 2 together. I realized that they don't want the impossible. They love the results. They just don't want to see the process. But, ladies and gentlemen, when you want the results, you have to embrace the process. You have to slam your hands in the dirt. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to embrace it and live with it. So if you want to find someone and get married, go date. If you want to make it in life and succeed, work hard and stay late. If you want to upset my parents, go and wear braces. So slam your hands in the dirt. Embrace the dirt. Live with the dirt. And most importantly, be happy as you are in the process. so that you can emerge from the dirt with your miraculous smile, like Leo and I. Thank you. That's
Okay, we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up. Thank you. Contestant number 4. You may now begin to ask the question or video or in offline to sound checks. Please welcome Toastmaster Dede Nur Alia. Please welcome to the stage. You can check the audibility first in online.
Am I audible and visible for online members?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see
Okay.
it? Yes. Okay. Please help me welcome contestant number 4. Toastmaster Dede Nur Alia. Have you felt it? Have you felt it? Dede Nur Alia.
Don't play with the fire of emotion. Have you ever felt that you will be playing with the fire when you know about the bad things with your choices? In my story, I really know I love with the spicy food. But another thing is your stomach cannot accept it well. So when I was really hungry, I just grabbed my phone and I sweat with the best food for fulfill my hunger. Unexpected. The spicy food is always on the top my recommendation. I know I like it, but I really know with my stomach and I'm really happy. So I just ordered the spicy food and you know what? I really had bad stomachache and it's really painful and I had to take less for the whole weekend. And then the last month, I holiday. All of my family came to Jakarta. I want to treat them very well. But I really know about my parent emotion. They avoid anything about eating in the restaurant, especially at mall. Because they believe when we just lunch in the mall, we just spending a lot of money without the good taste of the food. I know, but I want to treat them very well. So when they come to Jakarta, I make plan for them. The first day, I will go to the Chinese food restaurant, and then the next day, I want to go to Ancol, and the third day, I will go to the best thing ever in Jakarta.
And when the first day, I asked my mother and my father to go to the Chinese restaurant without asking me. I just ordered the food and I just paid the bills. And when we come to the apartment, my mom and my father was angry to me. She said, Dede, I know you want me to feeling well. You want me to treat well, but this is a lot of money, you know. This lunch is better if you can save it more. You still don't have the house. You still don't get married. You still have to care about all of the good things for your future. So please saving a lot of money, not spending the money like this. When I felt that my mother was angry, is it my mistake? So for the next day, the plan to go to Antol and so on, I was not going there because Antol is very expensive, of course, but I want to make them treat well. So, and the second days, we just on my apartment, just chit chat and just doing as usual in my hometown. But I know my parents go here is not only for chit chat, but they want to more Jakarta, how their daughter living in the Jakarta. So for the next day, I asked to my mother, where we go for the lunch? And they said, it's better if we go to Padang restaurant. That is the most food for them. This is the cheaper and the taste, it's really nice. And you know, when I see my parent eyes, they're really happy with the food. I know, I want to make them treat very well with the spicy, with the fancy food, with the fancy restaurant, but they don't need it. They just want to eat with their daughter, with the good feeling, with the good vibes as the warm family. So fellow Toastmaster, guests, and distinguished contest chair, I know, as the son, as the daughter, it's our responsibility to make them happy when we still alive or still they're alive. But we have to know the feeling is not only from our side, but the happiness, the feeling is from our parent too. So if you want to make them very well, very fit well as son or as daughter, ask them what they want for living in the world. I know our age is maybe we don't know will be and it can be our father, our mother, or even us. So fellow Toastmaster and guests, the feeling is really good for us making decisions, but we have to look back on the data, on the fact from our parents, our partner. So it's all for me. Back to our contestant. Thank you.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? Timer, please sign on me when 1 minute is up.
1 minute is up.
Thank you. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Ivone. Can you confirm now? Please unmute yourself and check.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. And am I visible?
Thank you. Yes, you are. You are visible and audible.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you see the timer?
Give me 1 second.
Can you see the timer? Please confirm.
I'm checked now because
Because in the
with virtual hand I couldn't.
in the picture. Okay. Please confirm.
Yes, I can see the timer. Thank you.
Thank you. Echo Lin Ivone. Hear me out. Hear me out. Echo Lin Ivone.
Do you feel your communication is excellent? Especially your listening. My neighbors are fighting at least once a week. He shouts at her, and she screams back and yells, "Shut up and hear me out." Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters. How to talk, how to listen. If we are disconnected, how can we have an effective communication? You might wonder, how can I identify my connection is good enough or not? Let me now show you 3 defective cups to help us understand my connection situation. Let's see this first cup. What's wrong of these cups? It's upside down, right? Can it hold anything? The answer is definitely no. What symbolizes of these cups to my listening? If I have non-receptive listening situation, nothing can come in. How can it happen? If I'm occupied on my mind or I try to close my ears. Actually, it's hard to pay attention to someone since my attention is on something else, like reading message or talking to others. Next, let's look at this second cup. Oh, it's so nice. It's right side up. What's wrong with these cups? Let's see. Can you see? It has a leaky button. What symbolizes of these cups to my listening situation? I forget the information or the teachings, the speech, and how can it happen? If I have difficulties in returning the information I have listened to, because I don't pay full attention to digest it. So I won't have a firm understanding of the teaching and speech, like a leaky cup. Moving on to the third cup. is also nice, right side up, and not leaking either. So what's wrong for these cups? You can see, oh my God, it's so dirty. Who want to drink from this cup? No. What symbolizes of these cups? It symbolizes if I close my mind, I'm opinionated. So how can it happen? It happens if I self-centered or defensive. I'm not willing to listen the views from other people. So fellow Toastmasters, if we want to have effective communication, we should abandon these 3 defective cups. So now let's start by making these 3 cups working well. How about turning the first cup, then we will be focused and listen attentive. And for if the second cup not leaking, then we can really enjoy and listen the thought and the views and remember the information. For the third cup, if it's the third cup is cleaned, then we can really enjoy the communicating with other people. Fellow Toastmasters, which listener type are you? So next time, if you are listening, remember your listener vessel, not upside down. Is it leaky or is it dirty? By being open, ready, not distracted, and ready to receive, then we will be ready to be a good communicator and an effective listener. Fellow Toastmasters, remember which type of listener are you? And remember, abandon those 3 defective cups. Then we can really enjoy our listening in every information or every teaching. Thank you. Back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, that concludes the international speech session. Now we will take a 3 minutes of break while the judges complete their ballots and have them collected by the ballot counter. Timer, please signal us with green light when 3 minutes is up. While the Please come to sit properly, and the timer online also already noticed the green light, which is the time is up, and we will now begin in the table topic contest.
It's very exciting.
Zoom host, have all the table topic contestants join the meeting room? Please confirm yes.
Yes.
Thank you. And for the contest chair, for me, have all the contestants have briefed and ready to go, and I have briefed all the contestants on the rules of the contest and have confirmed that all contestants are eligible to participate in this contest. Chief Judge, can you please confirm that the judges have been briefed and are ready to go? Chief Judge? Thank you. We will observe 1 minute of silence after the completion of each speech for the judges to feel their balance. During this 1 minute of silence, the next contestant to speak should prepare to enter the main contest room. At the end of the contest, all remain silent until the ballot counters have collected the judges' ballot sheets. Announcement of the contest winner is final unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which case the chief judge, ballot counters, or timers are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. There are 9 people participating in this contest. The speaking order for the table topic contest was determined earlier by having our contestants draw for position. The speaking order for the table topics contest will be: first, contestant number 1, Andika Sumarsono; contestant number 2, Adrian Eka Febrianto; contestant number 3, Leonie Octavia; contestant number 4, Dede Nur Alia; contestant number 5, Saiful Bahri; contestant number 6, Muhammad Agung Wardoyo; contestant number 7, Rayani Rahmi; contestant number 8, Dona Nadira; contestant number 9, Olivia Handoyo. The Chief Judge has confirmed that all judges have been briefed and are qualified to judge this contest. There is a secret tie-breaking judge known only to the Chief Judge. The contest chair has prepared the question for this contest. All contestants will deliver their speech on the same topic. Timing for table topics contest is 1 until 2 minutes. The timer will display. First, green virtual background at 1 minute. Second, yellow virtual background at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Red virtual background at 2 minutes. Contestant will be disqualified if they speak less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds. Judges will not taking timing into consideration when determining their scoring. When contestants enter the breakout room, kindly be visible to the SAA. Zoom host and SAA offline, please escort all the contestants out of this meeting room, except the first contestant. Zoom host and SAA offline, are all the other contestants in the breakout room all holding room now? How about in online?
Still progress.
Agung is not yet joining the breakout.
Please online. Make
Okay,
sure
I think participant is already in the breakout room.
in online already in breakout room, yeah.
Yep.
How about in offline? SA offline, please confirm. Is only contestant number 1 in the main room? Yes. Thank you. Now let us start. Contestant number 1, you may come to the stage now, and we will ask the question on video or on offline sound check. You can check in the Zoom now, because for the online we'll confirm you when the audibility and visibility.
Am I audible and visible for online participants?
Please confirm in online.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Are you ready? Please help welcome contestant number 1. I will now read the table topic. Andika Sumarsono, why are you here? Why are you here, Andika Sumarsono?
Why am I here? It's exactly the question that I had 30 minutes ago. I have done the speech contest for 3 years in a row, and I've reached the number 1 place last year. And when I was driving here with my son, I asked myself, what is my purpose here? Is it to win the contest? Or is it something else? I asked myself, what have you won actually? That's right. If I remember correctly, I have several targets that I haven't accomplished yet. But through those goals, I found a thin red line, and it's 2.0. It's the Andika 2.0 that I'm aiming. So why am I here? Because I want to go there. I want to be the Andika 2.0 because I want to be better. I want to have my life better. And I want to be a great example for my son that nobody complacent is successful. If we always have some target to pursue, no matter how small it is, then we can be a winner. So if someone asks me, why am I here? Because I want to see, grab the Andika 2.0, and I'm going to show it to the world that there's going to be Andika 3.0. Back to you, Toastmaster.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Toastmaster Adrian, please welcome to the stage. You may now begin to ask the question on video or in offline to sound check audibility and visibility.
Hello everyone, am I audible and visible?
Please confirm in online.
Hello.
Hello, in online.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see the timer?
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly? Are you ready?
Yes.
Please help me welcome contestant number 2. I will now read the table topic. Adrian Eka Febrianto, why are you here? Why are you here? Adrian Eka Febrianto.
Why am I here? That's like asking the reason of my existence. The reason I'm here today is to challenge myself. This is my first time joining international speech contest, and this is the time I challenge this table topic question, table topic contest. I'm just a typical software engineer, programmer who wakes up for a day, opening a laptop, and ending the day sleeping by closing up the laptop. And then that's my day. And when I realized that my life is just a break, why not just not challenging the other thing? Even all of our life is full of unknowns and cannot be covered at all, even all of our lives. So why not limiting it? It's just like, why am I here is to make the fullest of my life. Trying all of the new things, traveling abroad, trying this public speaking. I'm just a typical introvert having these difficulties to talk with anyone. And I'm here to challenge myself to gain a new connection, having this impact to the world by everything that I'm doing. And that is also should be our mission in this world. Challenge ourselves, face the unknowns, and live your life. Back to you.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Contestant number 3. Toastmaster Leonie, you may now begin to ask the question and video and sound check. Please call Toastmaster Leonie. Toastmaster Leonie, you can call.
Hello.
Yes.
How am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Can you see the timer?
Wait. Okay, I can see the timer.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Please help me welcome contestant number 3. I will now read the table topic. Leonie Octavia, why are you here? Why are you here, Leonie Octavia?
Why am I here? Do you know that life is about solving problems? That is what I believe in life. Life is about solving problems. And you know one of my problem is communication, especially public speaking communication. I always live as a person with underconfidence. I believe that was because I grew up in unsupportive condition and I have a disability. So most of the time I feel like I'm not good enough. And I felt like if I'm talking, nobody would hear me. Nobody would understand me because I'm not able to convey my thoughts in an articulate way. And that was my problem. And that is why I'm in Toastmaster. Because I noticed that Toastmaster is a place where you could develop your ability to communicate. And here I am doing a club contest, which I've never ever going to even had in mind back in those years. Now, look at me. I'm talking a little bit confident right now, more than I usually did in my previous years. And that is why I'm here. I'm solving my own problem because that is what life is. It's all about solving problems. To you. Back to you, contest chair.
Signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Please welcome Toastmaster Dede Nur Alia to the stage. You may now begin to ask the question on video on subject to the online.
Am I audible and visible for online members?
Please confirm in online.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer?
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Please help me welcome contestant number 4. I will now read the table topic. Dede Nur Alia, why are you here? Why are you here, Dede Nur Alia?
Make the new resolution come true. That's the point why I'm here. Back then, several years ago, I never realized all of my wishes, all of my hopes. I just dream every time how I can be the good public speaker, how I can be understand for others about what I'm saying. So I can send the message, the value, and the thought that I want to share with all of the good things for others. And now, 2024, it's my time. Toastmaster is my way to make it possible as soon as and make it really the new of me. Did it as the good public speaker, as a good communicator, and as a good myself. The others, it's good. The others' opinion is bad. But it's not about others, but it's about me. Am I getting better or I'm getting bad in this year? So this is the new time, the new year. I will make all of my resolution come true. The one of thing is the good public speaker and to be the good deliver message to others and can be make powerful speeches, can make others can be believe to their dreams. Not only dream, but make it come true. So it's all from me. Back to our Madam Contest.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Please welcome me to the stage, Toastmaster Saiful Bahri to the stage. You may now begin to ask the question on video and on or offline to sound check.
Am I audible? One?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer?
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Please help me welcome contestant number 5. I will now read the table topic. Saiful Bahri, why are you here? Why are you here, Saiful Bahri.
I really like the concept of Toastmaster has. That's the reason I'm here. I'm a new member. I wanna feel the new experience. I wanna feel the embrace of uh, chaos. I wanna feel the embrace of the I don't know what happened next. I wanna feel the embrace. And the concept Toastmaster has is we can meet new member, we can meet new people, and we can talk to someone we don't know before. So this Toastmaster concept has is the is the excellent thing because we can make ourselves be courage than before, and we can make ourselves experience than before. So if I know this meeting will be uploaded in YouTube, and every people in YouTube see this video, you should join the Toastmaster because Toastmaster has the best concept you can accept. You can speak what you want, you can meet new people, and you can be the best version of yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, in YouTube or in offline, Toastmaster is the good thing you can have in your life. Thank you. Back to you, Confessor.
Thank you. Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Agung. Hello, Toastmaster Agung. Hello, Toastmaster Agung.
Hello.
Okay. You may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Can you see the timer?
I can. Thank you.
Can you hear me clearly?
Would you please speak louder? A little bit louder?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am.
Please help me welcome contestant number 6. I will now read the table topic. Muhammad Agung Wardoyo, why are you here? Why are you here, Muhammad Agung Wardoyo?
Why am I here? 1 month ago, I knew that I knew that I will have a very busy schedule during the December until the Christmas and New Year holidays, because in my industry, in my work, I had peak season as I work in tourism industry. I thought that I wouldn't compete in the contest anymore this year, but it turned out I still joined. Why? Let's back to my background before I joined Toastmasters. I was lacking in the confidence, and I wanted to level up my confidence. And I want to learn continuously. And then when I started to think, I don't want to join the contest, then I'm not being consistent, means I'm inconsistent. Then, okay, I had to get up myself together, and then, okay, I need to join, even though in table topic and evaluation. Because I believe that if I try and learn, I will have that kind of progress in my life and also in my public speaking skill. If I don't do anything and I don't learn, right? So I started to believe in myself and try, because if I don't believe in myself, who else will believe in me? Thank you so much. Back to contest chair.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? Timer 2, please signal me when 1 minute is up. Okay, thank you. 1 minute is up. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Rayani Rahmi. I will come you to the stage, and you may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check. Please confirm. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible. I can hear you.
Okay. You are audible and visible. Can you see the timer? Can you see the timer?
No, I'm using handphone.
The timer is already hands up.
I cannot see. Oh, yes. I can.
Okay. You can see the timer, yeah? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Please help me welcome contestant number 7. I will now read the table topic. Rayani Rahmi, why are you here? Why are you here, Rayani Rahmi? Hello, Toastmaster Raya?
Yeah.
Can you start now?
Hello, Toastmaster, guests, and honorable judges. Why I am here? Why I joined Toastmaster? Everyone in this club must be agreed that public speaking, English, and leadership are important. Very important, right? We need to have all of that for our journey to get the happy ending journey to achieve our goals, especially in working life. For me personally, I remember that when we are in the work life, we need to help all of that because it requires for our task and it is really beneficial for us. And we need to keep improving. We need to keep learning. And it's never too late for learning. It's never too late for to be great, to be the best version of yourself. So, with the power of a new year, a new beginning, 2024, let's keep learning. Let's live the life to the fullest. Do what makes us happy. Do what makes us be the best version of ourselves to get that. Thank you. Back to you.
Of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Contestant number 8, please welcome to the stage Toastmaster Donna Nadira. You may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check.
Okay. Am I audible and visible to friends online?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for confirm. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me clearly? Are you ready?
I got well.
Please help me welcome contestant number 8. I will narrate the table topic. Donna Nadira, why are you here? Why are you here, Donna Nadira?
I am here because I want to be where I belong. We were just outside, waiting. There was a dying butterfly, all frail, wilted, and gray. The wings were closed, and it was lying there on the sidewalk, so we thought we'd let it to rest. At home, oftentimes when I was growing up, my parents would always tell me, Donna,
You're so theatrical, no one needs that. Donna, why are you so weird? Donna, no one needs for you to hear you like that. But guess who likes hearing me like this? Being in Toastmasters. I'm really grateful to have found a community that allows me to be who I am. Just like that giant butterfly outside. For the first time, I touched that butterfly and allowed it to crawl upon my finger so that I could transport it to a safer, higher ground. And we were giggling, and as I touched it thinking that it was dead, it started flying. So why don't we try to allow ourselves to blossom? Maybe stop thinking that you're a dying, wilting butterfly and try touching your wings, and maybe you'll fly and expose your blue, vibrant wings to the trees and the blossoms where you need to be. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have talents that you don't know, if you have things that your family doesn't approve, give it a shot. Who knows that you can spread your wings like the butterfly I touched outside. Thank you.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Contestant number 9, you may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check. Toastmaster Olivia, am I audible and visible to you? Please confirm in online.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer? Yes. Can you hear me clearly? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Please help me welcome contestant number 9. I will now read the table topic. Olivia Handoyo, why are you here? Why are you here? Olivia Handoyo. Why am I here? That is such a general question. Too general, I think. Because isn't he in speech contest, or is it here for the Toastmaster? Which one is it? But I will say that I'll take my take is on the contest Toastmaster. Why I'm in the table topic speech contest? Because I have time and I want to try it. Basically, I would like to. I'm much more confident with my prepared speech compared to the impromptu speech because I could prepare for the prepared speech. But even this total topic, I was like, I'm blanking out, and I was like, oh, what should I say next? What should I do next? Is it the correct one? And then the questions keep piling in until like I'm just blanking and oh dear, what should I say? But hopefully, that's why I'm having involved in this contest table topic to practice also my table topic speaking for the impromptu one especially. I hope that with me participating in this contest, I can be much more confident in delivering impromptu speech and become much better when asked by someone questions. Become a more logical but fast answer. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, that concludes the table topic session. Now we will take 5 minutes of break while the judges complete their ballots and have them collected by the ballot counter. Timer, please signal us with green light when 5 minutes is up. Hello everyone, 5 minutes is up. Please come to the main room and sit properly, and please don't make noisy while the event is held, and while the speaker is delivered in the stage. I appreciate you to sit properly and be calm, relax, and enjoy the contest. We will now begin the evaluation speech contest. Dear SAA, have all the evaluation contestants joined the meeting room or main room? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Contest chair, have all the contests have briefed are ready to go? And I have briefed all the contestants on the rules of the contest and have confirmed that all contestants are eligible to participate in this contest. Chief Judge, can you please confirm that the judges have been briefed and are ready to go?
Yes.
We will observe 1 minute of silence after the completion of each speech for the judges to fill their ballots. During this 1 minute of silence, the next contestant to speak should prepare to enter the main contest room. At the end of the contest, all are to remain silent until the ballot counters have collected the judges' ballot sheet. Announcement of the contest winner is final unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which case the chief judge, ballot counters, or timers are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. There are 5 people participating in this contest. The speaking order for the evaluation speech contest was determined earlier by having our contestant draw for position. The speaking order for the evaluation speech contest will be contestant number 1, Dede Nur Alia, contestant number 2, Leonie Octavia, contestant number 3, Eko Lin Ivone, contestant number 4, Andika Sumarsono, contestant number 5, Muhammad Agung Wardoyo. The Chief Judge has confirmed that all judges have been briefed and are qualified to judge this contest. There is a secret tie-breaking judge known only to the Chief Judge. The test speaker will deliver speech 5 until 7 minutes, and all contestants have time to observe and listen while they speak. After that, the contestants have 5 minutes to prepare to take note the evaluation using the sheet and will be given by our SAA. When 5 minutes have elapsed, all contestants except for the first contestant will turn in their evaluation contest notes to the SAA. Timing for evaluation speech contest is 2 until 3 minutes. The timer will display green virtual background at 2 minutes, yellow virtual background 2 minutes 30 seconds, red virtual background 3 minutes. Contestant will be disqualified if they speak less than 2 minutes or more than 3 minutes 30 seconds. Judges will not taking time into consideration when determining their scoring. When contestants enter the breakout room, kindly be visible to the SAA.
Point of order for time disqualification will be in less than 1 minute 30. Not 2 minutes.
1 minute 30 or less, okay. Thank you for confirm. Zoom host and SAA offline, please escort all the contestants of the meeting room. Oh no, thank you. Yeah. And are all the other contestants in breakout room on hold today. And now let's restart. And I will call our test speaker. Have already in the main room.
Yes.
Okay. Test speaker, could you please show your video and check audibility and visibility?
My audible and visible.
Okay. Okay. Please welcome. Can you see the timer?
Hold on. Yes, I can see the timer.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Please welcome our test speaker, speech Abdul Qayyum, Into the Unknown. Into the Unknown, Abdul Qayyum.
Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow speakers, I am here entering the year 2023A. Somebody might be like, why doesn't it 2024? Yeah, it's a journey that I will say into the unknown still. This year, I start my year with a little bit lean. I wake up in the early 1st January by saying to me, I got this, I can do this, and I will do it. Eventually, I get back to my blanket and let's go back to sleep. That is the least thing I can do for the first day in 2024. Looking back at how long have been I existed in this year, I feel grateful. I feel happy with what do I have, with who do I know, and where have I come far from. Throughout this journey, one day, I remember this one scene in my entire life. It's a flashback. It's a knock on the door. Who's there? It's me, your future. Oh my, I've never been to really know you, but come along. Why are you here? Just want to tell you that to take things slow and enjoy it while you can. Interesting. So that particular moment, my friend, it introduced me to a lot of things. And the first thing I ever been to is a group of people where all of them dressed very well, suit and tie, and eventually holding a glasses. Throughout the journey I meet them, I feel like, where am I? Am I in a cult? They are toasting, they are clapping their hands, and they're appreciating one another. This is new to me, and those peoples are really scary. At the end of that journey, one of the person, his name is Rufino, approached me. Hello, sir. How have you feel today? How do you feel today? How do you think about our meeting? Is it good? Is it great? It's kind of a bit fishy. You're toasting. You guys are well dressed up. I mean, like, I'm here just using a t-shirt. Well, sir, it's not important about where you dress in the first place. It's important that you are showing up here today. Take it slow and come again for the next meeting. That is where I keep coming over and over to the meeting. And we all know it as a Toastmasters Club meeting. So I feel enjoy at the same time. I upgrade myself to learn more and better things in communications, in leaderships, in networking, until I found you as my friend here today. At the end of the year, I received in Malaysia a certification to be a certified trainer. And that is one of the things that I have accomplished from my own goals bucket. I can cross it. As a certified trainer, now I am a legal person to train others in most of the thing that I like. In communication, I like public speaking. At the first, I really hate it. Now I want to become a coach, a trainer, to train a lot of people about it. Also, in the last years, never ever in my mind that I would like to think, I want to play with electrics. I want to play with socket. I want to play with switch. My father enrolled me in a 1-year courses to be an electrician here in Malaysia. So I feel like, wow, this is interesting. Hands-on things, talking to new friends, getting more new informations and knowledge. Little did I know, I can see someone is smiling, means that you will agree with me. Electricians is the dangerous job in the world where you play with your own life. Getting yourself stuck in a socket, touching this part, it is not pleasing things in the world. As I would agree, I have shocked my pay or my place on when I do my work have been tripped. I have caused an entire housing area to get a blackout just because my wrongly done electric wiring. Feels like this might not be for me. Well, again, I remember there is voice that says to me, take things slow and enjoy it while you can. So now I have more about 4 to 5 months to complete my journey as an electrician. With your support, with your motivations, my friends, and with all of us being here today, I hope that this journey will also end up with flying colors. And last but not least, the journey that when I say it is a moment of truth, where this is going to be a possible thing. This is going to work out this year. I believe that some of you, or you may heard of the stories, you found your one in the Toastmasters. Ladies and gentlemen, an unofficial announcement. I do already found my other half in Toastmasters. And it is a journey for me to discover more. What can I do with her in the future years? And when it's going to be, a long distance relationship into a reality. So ladies and gentlemen, there is more things for us here that we don't know what is going to happen next. There is more things that we're going to be not sure what is going to be happening. So with that, I would like to leave with you one thing. What will you do? Back to you, Madam Contest Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Koyuk as a test speaker. Now, we will give the time 5 minutes to the contestant to take notes, the evaluation. And how about in SAA? It's all the contestants already in the form to take notes.
Only Yvonne still not in the note.
Sorry, pardon?
Only Toastmaster Yvonne is still not in the note.
Okay, thank you.
Time is up.
Okay, thank you. Time is up, and please make sure all contestants is moved in the holding room except the first contestant. And how about in online? Have the
Yeah, all participant is already on the breakout room.
Thank you for confirm. Contestant number 1, please welcome to the stage, Toastmaster Dede Nur Alia. You may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check in online and offline.
Am I audible and visible for the online members?
Please confirm.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer?
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Please help me welcome contestant number 1, Dede Nur Alia. Dede Nur Alia.
It's a wonderful speech from Toastmaster Kayum, so please give applause for him, please. Yeah, 2024 is unexpected, unknown our story. And I hear about all of the good things from his story. The first one is he mentioned about the first hook with the singing. It's unknown and into unknown, into unknown. I'm sorry, I'm bad for singing. And then the second one is he mentioned about the movement. He movement with the meaning. When he asked the odd question, I mean the axis one, he in the left side. And then when the new one in the future of him, he on the right side. So from me as from his audience, it's really good. So I can compare the differences of the axis one and the future one. And another thing is he using the vocal variety very well when she act as the new and the axis one. But you know, there is always improvement for his speech. I noticed he mentioned a lot of the resolution on 2024, and it's like we missed the key message from his speech. And another one is he just run in the right and the left. And sometimes he move on to the front of the camera. But as the online speaker, it's so hard to make attention for me as the offline members. But it's okay. So I just to make he more better for the next project is to clearly about the key message from his speech, so we can make understand about the message that he want to deliver. So congratulations for Toastmaster Kayum. Finally, you are not single again because you get your partner in Toastmaster. So it's all from me, and I can see you for the next project. Back to our contestant.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots? When 1 minute is up.
Indonesia.
1 minute is up.
Thank you. Toastmaster Leonie, you may now begin to ask the question on video and sound checks.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Take timer online as well.
How about timer online? Are you okay in your counting now and your virtual background?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for confirm. Please help me welcome contestant number 2, Leonie Octavia. Leonie Octavia.
Into the unknown. And that is how Toastmasters Abdul Qayyum started his speech with his beautiful voice of his. And that was an example of a attention grabbing opening that creates that engagement right away with the audience. Not to mention that I also love his matching transition facial expression. You know, when he tells a story about living his New Year's, he was smiling and everything, and then when he got into the serious part, his face turned very serious. That was a good example of matching facial expression to support the audience context. And the third thing that I love from Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum is his natural body gesture. Did you remember when he was trying to whispering and he was getting closer to the screen? That was so good because it was illustrating something that we could also feel. Those are the three things that are so impressive that we could all learn from Toastmasters Abdul Qayyum's speech. And now let's move on to the areas of improvement. I noticed that there was a missed opportunity to differentiate the vocal character between the future Abdul Qayyum and the present Abdul Qayyum. What I would do is, if vocal changing is not possible, maybe Abdul Qayyum can open his head to just remind that it was the future Abdul Qayyum. The one with no hat is the future Abdul Qayyum, and the present Abdul Qayyum with a hat. And the second thing, I noticed that Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum started a song with his speech, Into the Unknown. I think it was a missed opportunity to end the speech with the same question, because that will give the audience a sense of completeness, balance, and more time to process and digest the message itself. What I would do is to start the question also and end with the question as well. Overall, I enjoyed truly the speech of Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum, because not only he create a beautiful grabbing attention opening, he also used a matching facial expression, and then he also used a natural body gesture throughout his speech, with just a little bit of addition of differentiating of vocal character from the future Abdul Qayyum to the present Abdul Qayyum, and to add a sense of balance ending with the same structure. I believe next speech of Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum will have a better impact. Back to you, Contest Master.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
I will call Toastmaster Ivoni. Please open your camera and come to the stage. And you may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check.
Oh, no, it's okay. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. And can you see the timer?
Oh, sure, I can see the timer.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. Please help me welcome contestant number 3, Eko Lin Ivone. Eko Lin Ivone.
Thank you. Thank you for our speaker. Actually, I really enjoy the speech so much. Sorry, I adjust my camera. I really enjoy it. Since from his speech, actually he leading us how to taking up from the speech is so valuable and very inspirational and motivational speech. I love the speech, how she went down the process, properly process to lead the audience into the deeper of the speech. The first, I think the speech is very logically content. We can really enjoy it, how he enjoy the Toastmaster, how he upgraded from the Toastmaster with his experience and with his dream and with his daily life, how to engage in the Toastmaster. This is very important. And the other point, a very energetic opening really grasps the audience with engaging and a relatable story. The speech actually inspired me a lot. The first some point is I can see the very energetical, smiling, and inspirational to the audience in everything. And the second, I really enjoy the voice always with very passion. And the other point, the beautiful gesture is really enhance his speech. And something for improvement. I think maybe he can try to lift up his body because we just only can see top half of his body. And we can see more the body movement and even the gesture. And sometimes maybe he loses himself from the center of the screen. he can try to adjust the body to the center of the screen. And sometimes I think he lost her eye contact to the camera. And the other point, the most I really enjoy her modulation voice to enhance his speech. And at the end, he inspired the audience. What will you do? It's call to action to give the audience what he told to us to give us a memorable, unforgettable memory. I think all in all, the speech is well done. I'm looking forward to his speech soonest. Thank you. Back to our contest chair.
While the judges mark their ballots, timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Andika Sumarsono, please welcome to the stage. You may now begin to ask the question and video sound check.
Am I audible and visible to online participants?
Please confirm in online.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you see the timer?
Yes,
Can you hear me clearly?
absolutely.
Please help me welcome contestant number 4, Andika Sumarsono. Andika Sumarsono.
This is me. This is me evaluating Toastmaster Koyum. Don't you love it when someone opens the speech with singing? That is what Toastmaster Koyum did. So he grabbed our attention to his singing and then would like to see further about what it really is talking about. That is very creative. And talking about creativity, he also managed the creative illustration between future him and also the present him. I think that is very wonderful. I noticed that he really distinguished between the conversation between the future and also the present. And we can also sense that the future him has more wisdom in his tone besides the words. So we can see here that Toastmaster Kayum is illustrating his development journey. And talking about development journey, he managed to emphasize several points. That he managed to get the trainer certification, he managed to get the electrician training, and then also he got to find the other half. And I think those are really related to all of the development journey that he is talking about. And to elevate Toastmaster Koyum speech to another level, I could see that Toastmaster Koyum has a lot of gestures to engage the audience. And I also noticed that when he did this, we cannot see the palms. So if you want to make the camera just a bit further, Toastmaster Kayum, it will be great. Then when you try to reach something sort of like the electrical socket, we can see it clearly. And then the next thing that you want to improve is that you were talking about take things slowly. As I recall, there is no points that you say related to the time. So if you want to illustrate more on how you take things slowly, that would be great. And my challenge to you, Toastmaster Koyo, you have a jovial face. So what if in the next speech, you can involve more on the negative feeling, and then in the middle, you can start to build the hype and go back to your natural expression, which is very jovial and heartwarming. So, Toastmaster Koyum, congratulations, and I'm looking forward to your next speech. Back to you, Toastmaster.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judge mark their ballots? Timer, please signal me when 1 minute is up.
One minute is up.
Thank you. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Agung, come to the stage and you may now begin to ask the question on video and sound check.
Hi, contest chair. Am I audible and visible to everyone?
Yes, you are.
Does my voice clear or do I need to?
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you.
Can you see the timer?
Yep, I can.
Please help me welcome contestant number 5, Muhammad Agung Wardoyo. Muhammad Agung Wardoyo.
Toastmaster Koyum, I would like to acknowledge that you are a seasoned Toastmaster, a seasoned public speaker. Why I'm saying this? Because I have learned the techniques, I've read the techniques on how to do the public speaking, and I could acknowledge that you master these things. That you show confidence. 3 things. First, you make your sound stronger when you needed to make it stronger. And then second, you added the pauses between the sentences and also the events of your speech. And then the third point is you ending with a low note every sentence. So it shows that you are a seasoned Toastmaster, seasoned public speaker, and I want to learn that from you because I have read these techniques and I would like to implement that in your way or maybe in my way because I already saw your performance. Oh, like this. Okay, like this. So maybe I can implement that later on. And then another thing that I want to give a credit to you is that you mentioned the rule of three. You use the rule of three techniques when you say in the beginning of the year, okay, you kind of feel like, okay, I got something. You could do something, and then blah blah blah. So you made three sentences that to emphasize those statements that is make your performance stronger. And as I know that you are seasoned Toastmaster, and I would like you to have a breakfast for champion in order for you to be better again. I would like to add a side dish to your breakfast. You might want to consider to loosen up your facial expression. Facial expression when you show your emotion, when you are disappointed or sad emotion, like it started out with a lame, but because but what I saw is that you just lame with a little smile, and it would be better if you might consider it, to make it like when you are sad, please make your facial sad. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Hadi.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, that concludes the evaluation speech session. Now we will take break, and 3 minutes of break while the judges complete their ballots and have them collected by the ballot counter timer, and please signal us with green light when 3 minutes is up. And ladies, gentlemen, and fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, this is the end of international contest. The winner will be announced at the end of session. Thank you for confirm. And selanjutnya kami akan memulai kontes pidato dipersiapkan. Pengarah Zoom dan para pengarah acara di offline, apakah semua kontestan sudah masuk ke dalam ruang utama?
Ya.
Ketua panitia, apakah semua kontestan sudah diberi pengarahan dan sudah siap? Dan saya sudah memberi pengarahan dan kepada semua kontestan tentang peraturan kontes dan telah mengkonfirmasi bahwa kontestan berhak untuk berpartisipasi dalam kontes ini. Ketua juri, bisakah Anda memastikan bahwa para juri telah diberi pengarahan dan sudah siap?
Ya, sudah.
Terima kasih. Kurun waktu untuk menyampaikan pidato adalah 5-7 menit. Layar virtual pencatat waktu akan ditayangkan sebagai berikut. Layar virtual hijau 5 menit. Layar virtual kuning 6 menit. Layar virtual merah 7 menit. Kontestan akan otomatis gugur jika berpidato kurang dari 4 menit 30 detik dan atau lebih dari 7 menit 30 detik. Juri tidak akan mempertimbangkan waktu saat menentukan skornya. Waktu berpidato mulai dicatat sejak ucapan ataupun gerakan berkomunikasi diperlihatkan kepada audiens. Silakan pencatat waktu mencoba berbagi layar pencatat waktu. Kami akan hening selama 1 menit setelah selesainya setiap pidato agar para juri dapat mengisi suara mereka. Selama 1 menit hening, kontestan berikutnya yang akan berbicara harus bersiap memasuki ruang kontes utama. Di akhir kontes, semua orang harus tetap diam sampai penghitung suara telah mengumpulkan lembar suara juri. Pengumuman pemenang kontes bersifat final, kecuali jika daftar pemenang diumumkan secara tidak benar. Dalam hal ini, ketua juri, penghitung suara, dan pengatur waktu diperbolehkan untuk segera menghentikan perbaikan kesalahan tersebut. Terdapat 4 partisipan di kontes ini. Urutan untuk kontes pidato dipersiapkan sebagai berikut. Kontestan pertama, Dona Nadira. Kontestan kedua, Leoni Octavia. Kontestan ketiga, Dede Nur Alia. Kontestan keempat, Andika Sumarsono. Ketua juri sudah mengkonfirmasi bahwa semua juri sudah diberi pengarahan dan secara kualifikasi untuk menjadi juri di kontes ini. Dan terdapat tie breaking juri secara rahasia yang hanya mengetahui yaitu hanya ketua juri. Saya akan memanggil kontestan pertama. Kontestan pertama, Dona Nadira, bisa bersiap untuk ke depan panggung. Anda sekarang dapat mulai mengajukan pertanyaan untuk pemeriksaan video dan suara.
Apa saya terlihat dan terdengar bagi rekan-rekan yang daring?
Ya.
Ya.
Baik, terima kasih.
Mari kita menyambut. Apakah Anda bisa melihat pengatur waktu dengan jelas?
Saya dapat melihat waktu.
Mari kita menyambut kontestan nomor pertama, Dona Nadira. Nenek cantik mau kemana? Nenek cantik mau kemana? Dona Nadira.
Dan pemenang kontes Ratu Sejagat 1968 Semarang jatuh kepada Nona Endang. Jadi Ratu Sejagat semalam. Nona Endang, wanita tercantik, paling kondang satu Semarang. Bisa bernyanyi, bisa jadi pragawati, sampai jawab topik dadakan. Nona Endang, kulitnya putih, wajahnya bulat dan manis. Rambutnya yang ikal, dirol, tinggi, khas tahun 60-an. Nona Endang menarik perhatian begitu banyak pria. Di usia yang 19 tahun, Nona Endang diperkenalkan kepada dunia agar dapat menemukan calon yang paling mapan dan paling pantas. Istilah zaman sekarangnya dilaunching. Seisi kota datang untuk bertandang ke rumah Nona Endang, melihat seperti apa sih wanita paling kondang satu Semarang. Kecantikan Nona Endang memikat segala rupa perjaka. Tapi yang memikat hatinya hanya satu. Nona Endang menikah, dikaruniai 3 orang anak, dan hidup bahagia selamanya. Begitulah kisah wanita paling kondang satu Semarang. Pagi itu kami bertanya untuk ke-1000 kalinya, nenek cantik, mau kemana? Nona Endang adalah nenekku. 50 tahun yang lalu, beliau didiagnosa dengan skizofrenia, sebuah kondisi permanen yang mengaburkan realita dan ilusi. Sejak saat itu, perubahan merenggut kebahagiaan beliau. Beliau tidak lagi dapat melihat wanita paling kondang satu Semarang dengan bisikan tajam di kepalanya yang berkata, ada yang mencari nenek, ada yang mengejar nenek, bahwa nenek harus mengikuti segala isi kepalanya tanpa terkecuali. Nenek mulai mengalami kenaikan berat badan. Di cermin tidak ada lagi wanita paling kondang satu Semarang. Pagi itu tidak lama dari ini, kami bertanya lagi, nenek cantik, mau kemana? Saat itu nenek sering pergi, bergegas, lengkap dengan bedak, alis, dan gincu. Ingin datang ke pertemuan di masa lalu, mencari dressnya yang lama, mencari perhiasannya yang lama, mencari dirinya yang lama. Suatu hari, aku datang pulang, membawa sebuah celana jeans berwarna biru pudar dengan pinggang tinggi khas tahun 90-an. Nenek lewat di depan dan melihat celana jeans. Nenek berkata, bagus, nenek mau. Pada hari itu, dalam sekilas nenek melihat dirinya, wanita paling kondang satu Semarang. Hadirin, apakah Anda seorang yang rupawan? Apakah Anda seorang yang pintar, punya banyak kuasa, kaya raya? Suatu hari kita akan kehilangan kelebihan yang kita cintai. Seorang yang cendekiawan akan mulai lupa dan menua. Seorang artis akan kehilangan pamornya dengan waktu. Dan seorang penyanyi akan kehilangan suaranya yang merdu. Ada sebuah istilah dalam bahasa Jawa, ojo gedonyen. Artinya, jangan terlena dengan kelebihan-kelebihan duniawi. Kita adalah manusia-manusia yang terlahir dengan banyak segi. Anda lebih dari kelebihan-kelebihan yang Anda miliki dan Anda banggakan. Maka hadirin yang rupawan, kaya raya, dan penuh kuasa, jika suatu hari Anda kehilangan kelebihan yang Anda cintai, ingatlah bahwa akan ada suatu saat di mana ada sesuatu yang merenggut itu dari kita tanpa kendali kita. Mari kita cintai diri sendiri melebihi kelebihan yang kita cintai. Kembali ke pengarah acara.
Mari kita jeda hening sejenak selama 1 menit, sementara para juri menandai surat suara mereka. Pengarah waktu, tolong beri isyarat kepada saya ketika 1 menit sudah habis.
Satu menit telah habis.
Kontestan nomor 2, Leoni Octavia, Anda dapat mulai mengajukan pertanyaan untuk pemeriksaan video dan suara.
Apakah saya terdengar dan terlihat dengan jelas?
Ya, Anda terdengar dan terlihat dengan jelas. Mari kita, apakah Anda bisa melihat pengarah waktu?
Ya, saya bisa melihat pengarah waktu.
Mari kita menyambut kontestan nomor 2, Leoni Octavia. Masalah adalah jalan keluar. Masalah adalah jalan keluar, Leoni Octavia.
Kamu percaya nggak kalau masalah yang kamu hadapi itu sebenarnya ada jalan keluar yang harus dilalui? Kalau saya sih nggak percaya ya, karena kata-katanya nggak masuk akal. Kok masalah bisa jadi jalan keluar? Tapi itu dulu, sebelum saya mengalami sendiri kalau masalah adalah jalan keluar. Sekitar 7 tahun yang lalu, keluarga saya terlilit hutang. Ratusan juta. Waktu itu, karena saya pikir itu bukan masalah saya, bukan saya yang berhutang, jadi saya diamkan persoalan itu sekitar setahun lebih. Saya sendiri percaya sebagai manusia, kita hanya perlu bertanggung jawab dengan masalah yang kita buat sendiri. Kamu pasti pernah dengar kan, kalau kekuatan pikiran yang dimiliki manusia itu bisa mengubah keadaan. Karena itulah saya percaya bahwa hal yang baik akan terjadi kepada orang yang berpikiran baik. Jadi setelah 1 tahun itu, akhirnya ya utangnya tambah banyak. Karena kan bunganya jalan terus ya. Sementara nggak ada yang melakukan apa-apa. Hal yang baik akan terjadi kepada orang yang berpikiran baik. Ternyata kalau di pengalaman kehidupan saya sendiri, nggak begitu konsepnya. Setelah saya sadar kalau tidak ada yang akan berubah jika tidak ada tindakan apapun, akhirnya saya memutuskan untuk mengambil alih seluruh keputusan finansial keluarga saya. Karena tabungan saya waktu itu tidak cukup untuk membayar hutang tersebut, Jalan satu-satunya adalah menjual rumah kami di bawah harga pasaran waktu itu. Ketika akhirnya saya mendapatkan pembeli, perasaan saya sendiri campur aduk. Apalagi momen tersebut berdekatan dengan meninggalnya nenek saya. Orang yang paling saya sayangi dan orang yang paling menyayangi saya di dunia ini. Saat-saat itu adalah saat-saat paling kelam. Saya menangisi kehidupan saya hampir di setiap malam. Karena walau saya tahu bahwa masalah adalah jalan keluar, tapi hal itu tidak menghilangkan ketakutan saya. Ketika kita mengalami kesedihan yang beruntun, di saat itulah biasanya kita merasa jadi orang yang paling menderita di dunia. Dan itulah yang saya rasakan. Saya merasa sudah menjalani hidup sebaik-baiknya, seikhlas-ikhlasnya. Tapi ketika saya harus kehilangan rumah yang bukan karena kesalahan saya, lalu di saat yang sama saya harus kehilangan orang yang paling saya sayang. Saya merasa sebegitu hebatnya kah kehidupan ingin melukai saya? Saya kala itu nyaris patah karena saya begitulah. Rumah kami akhirnya terjual dan sisa uangnya hanya cukup untuk mengontrak sebuah rumah bobrok, tapi cukup luas. Karena waktu itu saya berpikir untuk menggunakan sisa uangnya sebagai modal toko online saya. Keputusan yang saya ambil lagi-lagi karena saya tahu bahwa saya tidak punya jalan keluar lain. Saya nggak bisa lagi mengandalkan hidup saya dengan gaji saya yang waktu itu nggak seberapa. Masalah adalah jalan keluar yang harus dilalui. Singkat cerita, jalan yang saya tempuh melewati masalah tersebut ternyata mengarah ke kehidupan yang jauh lebih baik. Mengembangkan toko online beberapa tahun yang lalu adalah keputusan yang tepat, karena waktu itu kompetitornya belum sebanyak sekarang. Berangsur-angsur, kondisi finansial keluarga saya pulih. Sebagai seorang penyandang disabilitas, saya pengguna kursi roda. Saya tidak pernah menyangka bahwa justru masalah keluarga yang saya alami adalah jalan keluar terbaik yang bisa saya gunakan untuk meningkatkan kualitas hidup saya. Setahun setelah pindah rumah, waktu itu saya bahkan mampu membeli kursi roda elektrik, benda yang dulu saya anggap sangat mahal dan tidak akan mampu saya beli. Tahun 2022, benda berikut yang saya beli adalah sebuah mobil pertama yang saya punya. Dan pertengahan 2023 lalu, akhirnya saya pindah dari kontrakan bobrok saya ke, masih kontrak sih, tapi ke kontrakan yang lebih baik, jauh lebih baik. Terbukti, masalah adalah jalan keluar. Para hadirin, rekan Toastmasters, dan pimpinan kontes yang saya hormati, kenapa saya menceritakan ini semua? Karena saya ingin berbagi pengalaman bahwa masalah itu seperti bebatuan besar di tengah jalan. Kita tahu tidak ada jalan keluar selain memindahkan batu-batuan itu satu persatu. Tapi reaksi pertama kita seringkali menyangkal, berdiam, berharap ada jalan keluar lain, atau ada orang lain yang membantu memindahkan bebatuan tersebut. Tentu, kadang ada yang akan membantu kita memindahkan bebatuan tersebut, tapi kita dulu yang harus bergerak. Kita harus percaya bahwa ada tempat yang lebih baik tersembunyi di balik bebatuan tersebut. Kita harus percaya bahwa Sebenarnya masalah adalah jalan keluar itu sendiri. Kembali ke kontes master.
Mari kita jeda hening sejenak selama 1 menit. Sementara para juri menandai surat suara mereka, pengarah waktu tolong beri isyarat kepada saya ketika 1 menit sudah habis.
Waktu 1 menit telah habis.
Kontestan nomor 3, mari kita sambut Dede Nur Alia untuk dapat ke panggung. Anda sekarang dapat memulai mengajukan pertanyaan untuk pemeriksaan video dan suara untuk rekan daring dan luring.
Baik, terima kasih. Apakah suara saya jelas dan juga video saya jelas? Untuk semua peserta daring dan
bagaimana peserta daring? Bagaimana pengarah acara daring? Oke. Mari kita menyambut kontestan nomor 3. Apakah Anda bisa melihat pewaktu?
Ya, saya dapat melihatnya.
Mari kita menyambut kontestan nomor 3, Dede Nur Alia, mantra ajaib. Mantra ajaib Dede Nur Alia.
Simsalabim abrakadabra. Jeng, saya bisa menjadi dokter. Tidak, saya bisa menjadi pengacara. Ataukah saya bisa menjadi guru? Halo para hadirin, itulah yang ada di benak saya ketika saya masih anak-anak. Sampai akhirnya kedua orang tua saya bilang, Dede, kamu jangan mimpi terlalu tinggi. Kita ini hanya anak buruh bangunan. Apa yang kamu harapkan? Apa kamu ingin menjadi dokter? Itu terlalu banyak uang. Lebih baik kamu sekolah sampai SMA, lalu nanti kamu cari kerja. Itu adalah pemikiran kedua orang tua saya. Tapi saya masih memiliki mimpi. Seperti simsalabim abrakadabra. Saya berandai-andai. Apakah saya bisa terlahir dari keluarga yang mapan, sehingga saya dapat mewujudkan mimpi saya untuk menjadi seorang dokter, pengacara, atau guru. 3 profesi ini yang saya tahu, karena dalam sebuah desa kecil, 3 profesi ini yang paling dipandang oleh masyarakat sekitar. Dan saya, sebagai anak buruh bangunan, dianggap remeh oleh tetangga ataupun orang yang kuliah ataupun sekolah tinggi. Namun, sampai akhirnya saya sadar bahwa orang sukses bukan hanya berasal dari keluarga orang kaya ataupun orang mapan, tapi itu berasal dari keyakinan diri sendiri, keinginan yang kuat, dan juga usaha yang hebat. Kedua orang tua saya tidak akan pernah percaya dengan apa yang saya sampaikan. Bahkan sampai saat ini ketika saya bilang kepada mereka, Mama, Bapak, sepertinya saya ingin melanjutkan untuk ke jenjang yang lebih lanjut, untuk melanjutkan S2. Namun mereka sekali lagi berkata, Dede, ini udah cukup menyenangkan bagi kami. Sebaiknya kamu tetap bekerja di sini dan mencari kehidupan lain, misalnya cari pasangan dan menikah. Namun saya meyakini bahwasannya impian itu tidak terbatas, dan saya meyakini, dan orang tua saya juga meyakini, tidak ada hal yang tidak mungkin. Namun mereka memiliki kekhawatiran karena sampai saat ini saya masih belum punya pasangan. Namun jangan khawatir, karena saya tidak pernah terlarut dalam kesendirian saya. Karena dalam hal ini saya ingin melihat lebih senyum dan juga bahagia dari kedua orang tua saya. Saya tahu mungkin saya adalah orang pertama yang kuliah di keluarga saya, baik itu entah keluarga dari ayah dan juga keluarga mama. Saya mungkin hanya kuliah di universitas daerah. Banyak orang yang mungkin tidak berpikir bahwa ketika kuliah di universitas daerah, saya akan menjadi sukses. Paman saya sendiri bilang ketika saya masuk ke universitas, Dede, kenapa kamu masuk ke universitas yang di daerah? Ini tidak bagus. Tidak banyak orang yang sukses di sini. Kenapa kamu nggak pergi kerja di Karawang seperti paman? Kamu akan bisa beli mobil, ataupun kamu bisa lebih berkecukupan. Karena saya tahu Karawang itu adalah tempat bagi anak-anak kami di desa. Namun, para hadirin, saya tahu setiap orang memiliki mimpi, keterbatasan, dan juga harapan. Dan saya berharap kalian punya mantra ajaib. Seperti saya bisa, saya yakin, dan saya pasti sukses. Para hadirin, saat ini mungkin banyak sekali mimpi yang masih saya simpan. Namun, setelah melihat kalian, kesuksesan kalian, saya semakin yakin tidak ada yang tidak mungkin. Melalui Toastmaster ini, melalui kontes ini, dan melalui tahun yang baru, kita menjunjung bersama-sama terkait dengan mimpi-mimpi kita yang terpendam. Mungkin dari sebagian kalian ingin segera menikah, cobalah untuk membuka hati kalian. Atau jika kalian ingin menjadi seperti saya, mencari kesempatan untuk sekolah luar negeri ataupun S2, LPDP sedang akan ada pembukaan bulan ini. Dan saya harap mimpi kalian jangan sampai terbatas. Karena jika kalian membatasi mimpi kalian, tidak ada yang bisa menanggung penyesalan selain diri kalian sendiri. Sekian dari saya. Sim Sabim Abrakadabra. Kamu sukses, kamu sehat. Terima kasih. Balik.
Mari kita jeda hening sejenak selama 1 menit. Sementara para juri menandai surat suara mereka, pengarah waktu tolong beri isyarat kepada saya ketika 1 menit sudah habis.
Waktu 1 menit setelah habis.
Kontestan nomor 4, Andika Sumarsono, Anda dapat menuju ke panggung sekarang. Anda sekarang dapat memulai mengajukan pertanyaan untuk pemeriksaan video dan suara.
Apakah saya terdengar dan terlihat dengan jelas untuk rekan-rekan di daring?
Mohon konfirmasinya.
Iya.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Bisakah Anda melihat mengarah waktu?
Ya.
Mari kita menyambut kontestan nomor 4, Andika Sumarsono. Ikhlas ya. Ikhlas ya, Andika Sumarsono.
Matahari bersinar terang seolah tersenyum senang. Rekan-rekan semua yang mengetahui lagu itu, lagu dari Petualangan Sherina adalah yang menggambarkan perasaan saya ketika saya diajak oleh ayah saya ke kantornya ketika saya masih di sekolah dasar. Saya melihat beliau kerja di kantor yang ber-AC. Lalu yang menakjubkan adalah ketika saya sampai di pintu kantor, dari satpam sampai rekan kerja, dia pasti bilang, "Kamu pasti anaknya Pak S ya?" "Kok Om tahu?" "Karena kamu mirip sekali dengannya. Ayo, saya antar ke ruangannya." Begitu terjadi ketika setiap saya berkunjung ke kantor ayah saya. SD, SMP, sampailah ke SMA. Ketika saya mendengar, "Kamu mirip sekali dengan ayahmu." Lalu ketika saya mulai besar, ketika saya bersekolah di SMA, ditambah lagi dengan komentar, "Kamu seperti adiknya ya." Mungkin untuk beberapa orang itu terlihat lucu, tapi untuk saya berarti saya tua. Saya sangat tidak suka dengan komentar, "Ih, kamu seperti adiknya ayah kamu." Padahal adik ayah saya tidak ada yang mirip dengan beliau. Jadi ketika saya mendengar itu terus-menerus, akhirnya membuat saya, "Yuk ke kantor ayah." Saya bilang, "Ada kerjaan." Oh, padahal SMA. Jadi ketika saya melihat bahwa saya tidak ingin dimiripkan dengan ayah saya, mungkin itu berkaitan dengan ego. Bahwa saya adalah Andika, Pak S adalah ayah saya. Kami berdua adalah individu yang berbeda. Jangan disama-samakan. Lalu mulailah saya menginjak umur 30. Ketika saya berkaca di kamar mandi, loh, ada penyusup nih di sini. Penyusupnya berwarna putih. Seminggu kemudian, ternyata ada penyusup lagi di sebelah sini. Sebelah kiri dan kanan, wow, seimbang sekali hidup saya. Lalu saya melihat bahwa, kok umur 30 sudah ada ubannya. Lalu saya ingat bahwa, oh iya, Pak S itu juga sudah ubanan. Lalu saya bertanya sama ayah saya, "Pak, kapan pertama kali Papa punya uban?" Dan ayah saya bilang, "Umur 25. Oh, oke. Kok saya umur 30? Oh, tidak apa-apa, Andika. Karena kakek kamu umur 17 sudah ubanan." Wow. Kira-kira tua sekali saya ya. Sudah dimiripkan dengan ayah saya, dikatakan saya sebagai adiknya, dan juga saya mulai ubanan. Dan ayah saya hanya berkata, "Kelas ya, tidak apa-apa, hidup memang seperti itu. Tidak selalu seperti apa yang kita inginkan." Lalu di satu cerita, saya melakukan suatu kesalahan, dan orang terdekat saya berbicara, "Jangan seperti ayah kamu lah. Menunggu, buatlah keputusan." Dan saya bilang, "Hei, saya bukan ayah saya. Jangan dimiripkan." Dan kebetulan ayah saya mendengar di ruangan berikut. Dan ketika saya berjalan ke arahnya, dia bilang, "Kelas ya. Kadang-kadang hidup memang seperti itu." Teman-teman semua, ketika saya beranjak dewasa, saya melihat bahwa ada keinginan untuk diakui sebagai seorang Andika, bukan seorang anak dari Pak S, bukan seorang yang menjadi bagian dari keluarga Pak S, tetapi Andika sebagai individu. Dan itu sangat mengesalkan untuk saya. Karena saya hidup selama berpuluh-puluh tahun hanya dianggap sebagai anaknya Pak S. Oh, maaf, adiknya Pak S. Tetapi ketika saya mempunyai keluarga sendiri, dan saya juga melihat ayah saya mulai beranjak lanjut usia, dan saya menemukan fitur yang sangat menarik di TikTok, yaitu fitur yang dapat menuakan wajah. Kira-kira simulasi saya di umur 60. Dan apa hasilnya? Ternyata saya benar-benar mirip ayah saya. Tetapi saat itu saya melihat saya tidak ada keinginan untuk menolaknya. Karena saya benar-benar melihat sendiri bahwa foto itu seperti ayah saya yang tersenyum pada saya. Saya bilang, mungkin memang saya mirip beliau ya. Dan saya berkata sama istri saya mirip ayah saya ya. Hei, kemana saja kamu? Jadi, kalau saya lihat perjalanan saya untuk mengikhlaskan itu berlangsung lama. Sampai akhirnya tahun lalu, ketika ayah saya berangsur-angsur sakit, beliau harus benar-benar tidur di kasur karena terkena stroke. Di situ saya melihat bahwa beliau mulai menerima penyakitnya. Dan beberapa kali beliau mengatakan kepada saya, maaf ya, Papa menyusahkan kamu. Papa tahu ini berat, tapi ikhlas ya. Dan akhirnya, pada tanggal 19 Mei 2022, beliau menghembuskan nafas yang terakhirnya. Di pagi hari, pada saat itu, orang-orang menangis. Dan orang-orang terdekat saya mengatakan, Andika, ikhlas ya. Dalam hati saya, ikhlas ya, kepalamu ikhlas ya. Jadi, tapi saya hanya berkata dalam hati, karena itu adalah tante saya tidak berani. Tapi pada saat itu, saya kesal sekali dengan namanya kata ikhlas. Tetapi 3 hari berikutnya, ketika saya berada di kamar mandi, saya nangis sejadi-jadinya. Tetapi pada saat itu, saya mengikrarkan, saya ikhlas bahwa saya adalah anak Pak S. Dan hati saya terlihat tenang, dan saya bangga menjadi anaknya Pak S. Kembali ke dengarkan.
Baik. Kontes bahasa sudah selesai, dan sambil kami menunggu hasil dari kontestan, we will continue to have some chit chat with the contestants, and please I will call for the all role takers in highlight in the Zoom, please. Could you please? Our SAA online, timer online, and tally counter.
Everyone need to turn on your video so that I can highlight all of you.
Yes, please turn on the video, all the contestant and committee. Tally counter 1, tally counter 2. Dan untuk serta in offline, mungkin bisa ke depan. Oke. Mungkin Here, I will call one by one. First, we have some of the committee. In by one is our timer, Toastmaster Karina. Okay, here our timer, Toastmaster Karina. And the second, I will call Toastmaster Yanta. And our telecounter, Toastmaster Faustin. Okay. Our next telecounter is Toastmaster Gusti. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Faustin, Toastmaster Faustin. And our Zoom host, Toastmaster Nabila. And our chief judge, please come to the stage. And Toastmaster Raihan and Toastmaster Wina, please come to the stage. So we can take a picture. Could you please help Toastmaster Nabila take a picture from all of us as a committee?
Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay. I will. Is everyone ready?
Okay.
Is everyone ready?
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Please wait a moment. We'll set the print first.
It's done.
Can we do it again?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Okay. Yang offline.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
One more.
Oke. Yang offline.
In offline.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Mantap. And I will call our contestant online. Please welcome Toastmaster Leoni, Toastmaster Agung, Toastmaster Ivone, Toastmaster Raya. Please spotlight all contestants. And hello, please
Wait,
spotlight.
wait.
Okay.
Yes, please wait.
Still progress.
Toastmaster Raya, can you turn on your camera?
Can you turn on the camera, Toastmaster Raya?
I think she is still working.
Okay. Okay, and for our contestant offline, we call Toastmaster Anika, Toastmaster Adrian, Toastmaster Saiful, Toastmaster Dede, Toastmaster Leoni, Toastmaster Donna, and please come to the stage. Toastmaster Olivia, also. Oh, Toastmaster Leoni. Okay, take a picture first, I guess. From offline, what? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Again, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
And for online, please, Toastmaster Nabila, could you please take picture?
Yes. Okay. For all contestants, with 1, 2, 3.
Exclude me. All contestants.
Please wait a moment.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Please. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, Toastmaster Raya here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Shall we have one more?
One more. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, please hold on. Stay there. Please. Okay. Toastmaster Raya, can you open your camera, please? One more picture. Toastmaster Raya. Okay. Sorry. Does Toastmaster Raya here? Okay. Then let's take the picture. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Then thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we already the end of the all contest, and I will call to upon or to announce the winners and then conclude my part as a contest Toastmaster today. For international speech contest announcement, I will announce the winners of the international speech contest of SCBD Toastmasters Club. There was or no disqualification due to time. And the third place is, I will call drum roll. Okay. Adrian Eka Febrianto as the third
Wow. Didn't expect that.
Congrats, Adrian.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raya.
Congratulations.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Oh, sendiri.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you. And for the second place is drum roll. Andika Sumarsono.
One, two, three. Okay.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Andika.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
The first place for international speech contest is Dona Nadira.
Wow.
Oh, congrats, homie.
Thank you, homie.
Congratulations.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, my mentor.
Oh,
Congratulations, my man.
Okay, one.
Congratulations, Sobat Gemoy.
Ayo coba mulai.
And the table topic contest announcements is our congratulates announce the winners. Start from the third place winner is Adrian Eka Febrianto. The second place winner is Andika Sumarsono.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. The first place winner for table topic contest is Donna Nadira. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's spread it out. 2, 3. Okay. Thank you. The evaluation contest announcement. I will announce the winners. Is the third place is Muhammad Agung Wardoyo.
Is it me? Finally, I got one.
Professor George.
Please spotlight him. Okay. Okay, please spotlight him. And unspotlight me. Okay. Nah.
Wait, I need to have, okay, like this.
And take a picture. Could you please take a picture, our Zoom host?
Yes. Please wait. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay.
Shall we take one more?
Okay.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And
Congratulations, Akong.
okay. And I will call to the second place is Leonie Octavia.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Leonie.
3, 2, 1. Check one more. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
And for the first place for evaluation is Andika Marsono.
Wow. Congratulations, President. Congratulations.
To the light. Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2. Okay, congratulations.
Semangat Pak Pres.
For kontes pidato dipersiapkan, saya akan memanggil pengumuman pemenangnya, yaitu yang juara 3 adalah Leonie Octavia.
Congrats Leonie.
Leonie.
You nailed it, Leonie.
It's a miracle. Yeah.
Okay.
Take a picture.
Yeah, take a picture.
3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Dan congratulations yang lagi.
Congratulations Dan untuk juara 2 adalah pidato dipersiapkan Dona Nadira.
Selamat cantik.
Untuk juara pertama, lomba pidato kontes pidato dipersiapkan, yaitu Andika Sumarsono.
He was ready right there. He was ready.
Terima kasih.
Dan next, I will call certificate appreciation for our committee. Start. I will call our chief judge. Please come to the stage. Toastmaster. Oh, yeah, chief judge first. I don't know. Yeah, chief judge. Please come to the stage. Toastmaster Alvin Abrar. Could you please take a picture in online?
Take picture.
Is that take a picture? Is done, yeah?
Done.
Thank you. And second is contest Toastmaster as myself. Okay, is that?
Done.
Yeah?
Okay, done.
Okay, thank you. And as the Zoom host, SAA is Nabila Ayu Budianti. I will try to take a picture. Please spotlight Toastmaster Nabila first. Can you spotlight yourself?
Yes. Okay.
And I will try take a picture or Does anyone to help? Stay cheers. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Next, we have our SAA in online Toastmaster Apri. Toastmaster Apri. Okay.
On the beach.
On the beach. And Toastmaster Nabila, could you please take a picture for Toastmaster Apri?
Yes. 3, 2.
Okay, thank you. And for SAA offline, I will call Toastmaster Wina. Please come to the stage. And Zoom host, please take a picture for her. Is done? Okay, is done, yeah? Is done? Okay, thank you. And second, SA offline is Toastmaster Rayhan. Please come to the stage. Please take a
3,
picture.
2, 1. Okay, done.
Okay, thank you. And our timer, Toastmaster Karina. Please spotlight Toastmaster Karina. Could you please spotlight? Okay. Take a picture, please. The Zoom host, take a picture.
Yes. And
Okay. And we have timer offline, Toastmaster Yanta. Please come to the stage. Is it done?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have tally counter, Toastmaster Tias Gusti Harta. Hello, Toastmaster Gusti.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Thank you. And we have tally counter 2 is Toastmaster Aurel Postin. Please spotlight her. Our Toastmaster Postin, are you there? Oh, here. Hello, Toastmaster Postin. Take a picture.
2, 2, 1.
Okay.
And
Thank you so much. And okay. All right. Thank you so much for. I would like to say thank you to everyone to coming and helping the contest, especially for our role takers and our committee. I would say thank you so much for your hard work. And our honorable judges, thank you so much for already being judges, and our chief judge too, and dignitaries and contestant and distinguished guests. Thank you so much for coming in offline. It's honorable for me, and I would say now SCBD Toastmasters Club is now adjourned, and now everyone.
Madam Further, please announce the representative from SCBD to be on area entry contest and when will be the area entry contest.
Okay. Okay. I will announce that the winners, the first place and second winner place, it will be representative in from SCBD Toastmasters Club to goes to the area contest speech that held at January 27 in Hybrid in Perpustakaan Kemendikbud. So please stay tuned and we will give announcement the later. And okay, thank you so much for coming and you can take a picture together.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, Agong.
Have a great
Congratulations.
day. Have a great
Thank you, Hani.
weekend. Congratulations, all. Thank you, Hani, for your
Thank you, Hani.
dedication and hard work.
Yeah, hard worker, hard worker. Thank you.
And Kak Saraya and all.
You're so cool, honey.
Let's take picture. Okay, let's take picture. Oh yeah,
Ada bapaknya sih.
Announce aja kalau mau foto bareng.
Iya, aku udah. Everyone, let's take a picture. Let's take pictures.
Everyone, for the last moment, we would love to take pictures together. And so please come front to the stage.